Good afternoon, everybody. This is Stephen and Paul from WinExtra bringing you your Microsoft Daily Brief for January 13th, 2011. And we're here. We don't really want to be, though, do we? Yes, we do. No, we don't.
Wouldn't be here unless I wanted to be here.
Yeah, I know.
But in all honesty, it's good to hear you call it the Daily Brief today.
Yes.
As opposed to the Daily Briefs, as you prefer to call it yesterday.
Before we start, I have a little rant, okay? And you and I have bumped up against this as we get show notes together, or as bloggers when we copy and paste stuff from some sites. And I'm going to say this very simply. You idiots out there who are using some service that tacks on a bunch of crap to headlines that are copy and pasted, just because you want to make sure that we know that we copied and pasted it from somewhere, stop it. Okay?
Yeah, I can understand why they might want to ensure they're getting attribution, but, you know, in our case, we're copying a headline and a source into our show notes so that we can talk about the story, and it's just sheer infuriating. Because some of the sites, you know, when you copy a headline and you paste it in, and you're getting, you know, subscribe here and link here and link here and link here, you're getting like 10 lines of text for a headline. It's overkill, and you know what? You're also making it difficult. I can understand how you want to protect your attribution, but you're also making it difficult for just bloggers in general to quote you.
Yep.
Because, you know, quoting they're allowed to do, and generally instead of typing the paragraph out again that they wish to quote, they will just copy and paste. But you make that difficult. And
99% of the bloggers out there will give you the attribution without you shoving it down our damn throats, okay? So just stop it. Please, enough. Because it's getting to the point where I'm going to stop using some of you guys. Seriously. It's that irritating. Anyway.
Hudson has it cranky. Hudson has it cranky.
Internet Explorer 9 release candidate. Apparently they've done some work on it, and you're going to be able to show the tabs below the address bar.
Yeah, right now you can see them at the side of the address bar, but they're going to allow you have them below the address bar. I think you and I are both agreed that they need to allow you have them on top of the address bar a la Chrome.
Like, if you can do it for below, you can do it for above. Give us that kind of choice. I don't mind it beside it, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me.
No, I had no problem with the beside. Yeah. With the beside. I can understand why people might have a problem if they're on smaller screen resolutions.
Yeah, true.
But so the below is better. But you know what? On top is better than below. Yes. I don't like how in the Firefox 4 betas where you've got the little box up the top left and then you've got the tabs underneath. Yeah. I don't like that. That blank space at the top looks wrong. Yeah. It just looks visually wrong.
So if you can do it, guys, come on, give us the choice of 3. You know, I know you can do it. Come on now. Anyway.
All right. Well, you know what? You know what you could be doing in your browser?
What can you do?
In your IE9 with your tabs in the wrong place.
What's that?
You could be using Connect to control Flash.
Ooh.
I know that sounds rather strange considering Flash and all, but Blitz Labs has released a video showing Flash connected to a socket server that is then interpreting the Connect data and porting it back to Flash. So, you know, for the average user, they're going, what the hell are you guys talking about? But for the techies out there, you understand why within the next few weeks we'll probably be seeing demos of, you know, lots of really cool Flash demos running Connect stuff.
Yeah.
And but also just consider that especially for people who are doing like store demonstrations and you know, modules like that customers use and that sort of stuff. If they want to use Connect, well, for a lot of these developers who, you know, they're not C programmers. They'll be able to use Flash to connect to the socket server, get the data that they need, and pump out Connect-powered interfaces for stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool.
Keeping with developers, Microsoft has released out of beta their new, I guess, hobbyist web tool called Webmatrix for developing websites. It'll cover your obvious Microsoft technologies, but it also supports WordPress, PHP. I know I've tried it. It works very well. But yeah, it came out of beta today. It's full release. I also heard through the grapevine that this is just the beginning of a bunch of web development tools that are going to be released open source or underneath the Microsoft GPL or their version of the GPL.
Well, this is really interesting. It's good to see Microsoft, develop releasing tools that are for your your hobbyist developer who isn't going to spend a fortune on things like Visual Studio, and that sort of stuff. I haven't yet tried Webmatrix.
It's not bad.
I'm anxious to, though.
It's not bad. And like I said, it's got support for Joomla, Drupal, WordPress.
So what you're talking about
MySQL.
is built-in CMS support, much like the custom site commands in Dreamweaver CS5.
Yes.
Which also has Joomla, Drupal, and WordPress support as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
It's pretty cool.
All right. What is also cool, or may not be, depending on if you're one of these people who's trying to buy one, is that apparently, according to Major Nelson, who was talking to Xbox Live's director of programming, Microsoft ran out of Xbox 360s in December. And so they didn't ship as many units as they could have because, quite simply, demand exceeded manufacturing capability. And it also looks like January and February are going to be tight in that respect as well. Now, this is interesting in light of the fact that we reported yesterday that Xbox was supposed to have outsold PlayStation 2-1, over 2-1.
Yeah. And it also kind of, shoots down that theory of people saying, oh, well, yeah, it was 8.5 million released into the pipeline and wasn't sold.
Well, we talked about that yesterday, too. There was well, that's in terms of Kinect.
Yeah.
There was just over 8 million released into the pipeline, but the estimates are that it was somewhere around the 7.4 million mark actually made their way into customers' hands. So that's
awesome. That's awesome. During the holiday, actually it was during CES, it didn't get much press, but Microsoft released a new mouse called the Touch mouse for Windows 7. This is specifically for Windows 7, by the way. It doesn't work back, but it's a touch mouse. Now, over at Geek.com, there is a bona fide Apple fan who says he wants one of these.
Yeah, this is Apple's answer to the Magic Mouse. So it's
Microsoft's answer?
Sorry, Microsoft's answer to Apple's multi-touch Magic Mouse. And it is a fully capable multi-touch mouse. Now, the one major benefit between this and Apple's iteration is that, of course, Microsoft never releases a mouse that hasn't been designed with ergonomics in mind, which Apple's multi-touch mouse was not. So this looks like it fits very nicely in the palm of either a lefty or a righty and gives you full multi-touch support. Now, unfortunately, this thing isn't shipping until June, I believe.
Oh.
But, it's probably going to have to make its way onto my must-have gadget list.
Yeah, I'm going to be awful tempted come then to maybe get one. Even though I'm not a big fan of wireless right now.
Even at the price? $80?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I spent like $90 on a keyboard. So I
know, and I know people who spend in excess of $150 on like gaming mice. Yeah, so that's not unusual.
No.
But it's still, for some people it might be a stretch to say $80 for a mouse. But it's not just a mouse; it is multi-touch. So.
There is a celebration happening at Microsoft today because
there is.
Yeah, 11 years. Morning. Well, 11 years ago today, January 13th, 2000, Steve Ballmer was appointed CEO of Microsoft.
Oh, shocker. So he's 11 years there today.
As a CEO, he's been there for going on 25 years now.
And, we talked yesterday about the fact that, his tenure is not up yet. He said he's not going to voluntarily step down until 2018. Oh, dear God. I had to laugh, though, at that statement. He's not going to voluntarily step down until 2018 when his son goes off to high school or college.
College.
So basically what he's saying is, I'm not going to step down until my kid is no longer around the house. so I don't have to spend any time with him. But yeah, so of course, yesterday we were talking about the fact that there's grumblings from the board. His bonus was cut. Mary Jo Foley today is talking about, is his bonus going to be cut again this year? Are his decisions right? Is the board sending out who's going to replace him? All stuff that we talked about yesterday. All stuff about stuff that is still very much up in the air. But you know what? Right now, there's nobody to replace Bammer. So, let's hope he just gets his act together as the board wants him to. And I suppose congratulations at 11 years at the helm.
Yeah.
And I suppose after 11 years, it really does mean we're never really going to see Billy G come back, even though it's a pipe dream, it's a fantasy, but, it'll never happen.
This next story, I'm going to do this one quickly because chalk this one up to people are really stupid because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But
that's a hard statement to make now, because these people do know what they're talking about.
Well, you wouldn't know it by statements like they're making here, where Microsoft's SoC plans, system on a chip, could delay Windows 8 until 2013.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Microsoft would have been showing it off right now, not with the hardware acceleration that we've seen on the Tegra platform, not with the printing and driver support. So they've already shown that drivers are incredibly easy to port to this. I really just do not think they would be showing it off right now.
No.
If it was 2 years or more down the line,
no.
It doesn't send the right message. It would only cause them problems in the tablet area. Microsoft is a lot further along than anybody expected when this announcement came. And
they've been working on this for a while.
I reckon we will see a 2012 Windows 8, but it will be a late 2012 Windows 8.
Yeah.
It will be a Q3, possibly Q4.
Q4. Okay, folks, that has been the Daily Brief for January 13th. Check us out on YouTube. Vote us up.
YouTube.com.
YouTube, give us a thumbs up.
Exactly. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, remember, you can see what we're talking about along with, layover videos and images every day at youtube.com/WinExtra. So, drop along from there. And if you're watching us on YouTube and you prefer to get this in just audio, do a quick search for us for WinExtra on iTunes.
And on that note, folks, this is Steve. That's Paul. It's been WinExtra's Daily Brief. See you later.
Thanks for watching, folks.